My name is Kathy, and I have multiple sclerosis. I've had it for 30 years, over 30 years. And I used to live in Dallas, Texas, where MS and heat don't mix. So for 30 years, I lived in Dallas, Texas, and I did nothing. I hardly went outside. I just transferred from air-conditioned space to air-conditioned space. And that was my life. And then I had an opportunity to move to Colorado. And I was like, yes, the climate. I moved here for the climate and the beauty that surrounds me. And when I first moved here about 6-7 years ago, I still could hike a little bit. I could still get out into the great outdoors. And over time, though, my walking has deteriorated dramatically. So I became very depressed, and because I lived in such a beautiful place, and I couldn't even enjoy it. Until one day, a friend of mine told me about Adaptive Adventures, and I went out to one of the try different sports events y'all had at Chatfield Reservoir, and I tried some kayaking, and I tried biking, and then a switch just went off in my brain. It was like Adaptive Adventures taught me that I could do anything with the right adaptation. So I got to kayak in Chatfield Reservoir. That was amazing. I got to ride a recumbent e-trike down the trail. It was amazing. When I first, so after that event, I was like, it just changed my mindset. So now I have my own kayak, and I go all over the mountains on these beautiful alpine lakes. And Adaptive Adventures taught me how to get in and out of a kayak with some help. I can do it. Adaptive Adventures does this thing called dragon boat racing. And I was like, what the heck is that? So I went out to Sloan's Lake and to see what it was all about. And there were really these really long boats with dragon heads on them. And anyway, I said, well, I remember Gilbert said to me, he taught me how they were going to, I'm like, how am I going to get in and out of that boat? And so Gilbert said, whatever you need. And so it was a piece of cake, actually. They just grabbed me by my PFD and in and out. And so once I was in the boat, I was fine. And I have to tell you that day, that was day one. And I remember saying to everybody that I was like, well, this is day one. And so that was one season, and here I am in my second season. And I have to tell you that dragon boat racing has been the most workout that I receive ever, because it's cardio. I'm out on the lake surrounded by the mountains, and I'm getting a cardio workout, and the people around me are amazing and wonderful and funny and just a joy to be around. So I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm never going to give it up. So I would say that anyone thinking that they would like to improve their frame of mind and their depression or whatever, just get outdoors. Be outdoors, be in nature, be surrounded by the beauty, and don't think that you can't, because organizations like Adaptive Adventures helps you do it. And what's most amazing and humbling for me, for people like me, is that there are these organizations and there's tons of volunteers that give their time and effort just to help people like me, and it makes me emotional and humble, and so humble. So I'm very grateful.